Alright, so hey, real quick, just gonna give a little update of how the channel is gonna be going a little further on. As far as the titles on thumbnails being Marine reacts to so-and-so, I figured that I would kind of take that out and just only really apply it to, say, military things or anything in general where I could actually relate some of my experience in there. Other than that, it's probably gonna be, you know, hey, first time reaction to this, that, or whatever have you. Just the Marine part is only gonna be for military type videos. I'm taking away the top 5 list as well. I feel like a lot of people liked it, but there's also quite a bit of times where I feel like even though I know exactly what I'm going to be watching, sometimes something pops up on my feed or something that it really catches my eye and I really want to see it, but I want to provide a reaction for it. But because of that top 5, I'm really committed to like the next 5 videos, so maybe I end up forgetting about it. I mean, there's a couple of videos I'm gonna watch later which are ones that I've had a genuine interest in, but I've completely forgotten that they were there, and it's already been like several weeks and some even months at this point. So as far as kind of what I'm gonna be reacting to, I really want to get into more military things. I want to get into more gameplay. I'm finally got Battlefield 3 on the console, so hopefully I'm not gonna have any frame drops, which is kind of the issue just because my GPU isn't that strong, and getting one at a reasonable price these days is a bit of a mission. So I really want to go into the gaming aspect as well. I still want to see SCP here every now and then. I feel like the SCP-5000 was kind of the big catalyst as far as everything that was building up to it, right? But I still want to see a couple of SCPs here and there. Warhammer, definitely going to be sticking with that. I'm going to be doing possibly 2 videos throughout the week on it for at least some time still, just because it's one of those things where I know I haven't been seeing too much lately, mainly because of school, my school schedule, but it's definitely one of those things that I had to kind of keep a consistent flow of to really not forget anything, because I really feel like I've forgotten a little bit, so there might be a little backtracking for me. So as far as the schedule goes as well, I'm going to be, it's still going to be a bit shoddy up until what, this is the 23rd, up until maybe a little before mid-June when school actually ends, and I'm actually able to go to work and have a little more leeway on my time, because some of my classes are pretty easy but they require quite a bit of work. Some of my other classes don't require as much work but are insanely more difficult, so it's kind of a weird balance there in a sense. And sometimes I procrastinate and I end up doing it a whole bunch in one day. But yeah, so the schedule's still going to be kind of iffy for a little while. As far as the workout goes and the format, I really wanted it just to really focus on a beginner-friendly workout, because I don't know about all of you, but for me, quarantine, obviously, not having too much home equipment, you can only do so much with calisthenics, and then after a while, I just haven't ended up not really doing them at all, or not working out as frequently. So I wanted to make one that is something that you can do at home that really doesn't require any equipment, not even a pull-up bar, not even like bands, anything. Something completely pure body weight, which is a lot trickier than I thought it was going to be. Just to make sure that you're hitting like the major muscle groups and just as many as you can, and just being able to do it from the comfort of your own home, right? And as far as making this Warhammer related, I really tried after a lot of research. The only thing I was really coming up with, and from what people were telling me, was that a lot of it is more combat drill oriented, not really workout regimen. I mean, I'm sure there's a little pieces here and there. I mean, there was nothing that I really saw, so I figured this was just going to be kind of a round style type workout. I'll explain a little more in a bit, but essentially that's where the whole mental strength is going to come in. We're going to be doing rounds, 45 seconds on, 15-second rest, and then going on to the next exercise. We're going to be doing 3 rounds. And then that way you can kind of keep track of like how much you're doing within each round, just see how you're improving throughout time. So because of that though, I'm going to be making this workout format in 2-part videos. The first one being going through every single exercise that we're going to be doing, essentially giving you the whole workout there with some cues, some modifications, basically things to keep in mind. For example, something as simple as a push-up, just how to have your body situated or oriented, and also just giving you different options of a less intense version. If you haven't worked out in a while, or this might even be your first time, and increasing the intensity by providing a little harder version of a push-up. and then so on and so forth. And then eventually, hopefully, depending on how the video does, make more intense videos or more videos that are for people who say like me are barely getting back into working out, right? Now, as far as the second part, it's gonna be me doing the actual workout. Kind of gives you like that P90X type feel, right? I don't know if any of y'all ever tried one of those 90-day type workouts. I believe there's also Insanity, Tap Out XT, you know, just a couple ones that I saw. And I mean, I genuinely enjoyed, so I really decided to make a format kind of based around that as well. So yeah, bottom line, I just wanted to let you know that Warhammer 40K, as far as getting a workout to that, I mean, I could think of it as in terms of just making it a tier list. Like say, Imperial Guard, probably be like lower. And once you get higher, you'd be like the sister sororitas. You could be going to the Space Marines, and then the most intense one probably being the Custody. But then again, I could include the Emperor, like an Emperor level, eventually somewhere down the line, which is supposed to be one of the hardest exercises that, I mean, so hard to the fact that I can't even do it. And at this point, it could just be a challenge. I mean, this is just kind of thoughts, so as to what I've been thinking. And also just a big thanks to where I've been interning, who kind of really helped me solidify this format. Also, I mean, I feel like I could say their first names. Was it Katie and Chris? They really helped me not only get like a really good experience as far as being able to coach someone through a workout, but also being able to really just communicate effectively what you know in words that someone who doesn't know as much can understand, which is a lot harder than what you might think, because you've taken, for example, myself over 2 years to learn all this stuff, but then sometimes you think like, hey, I don't know how this person doesn't know this, but it's like, hey, maybe it's the first time, maybe first time getting into actually working out. So a lot of patience, and also being very good at listening, specifically if they have had previous injuries or they just don't have great hip mobility, you know, things of that nature. So that was a little update on the channel and a little kind of what to expect in the workout format. I'm still currently editing, providing a little bit of voiceover, and then later on in this week, I'm going to be actually dropping the actual workout of me doing it with you. Essentially just having like, I guess, like a workout buddy in a sense. So other than that, let me know what you guys think about this workout format. If you're excited to do it, I mean, if you're gonna do it, I mean, I'm gonna post my Twitter. I don't really use Twitter that often. I usually just use it to look at other people's stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and relink that down in my description below. The reason I had taken that out as well is just because I never really used it, but I figured might as well use it a little more often these days. So I'm gonna go ahead and link that down there. Go ahead, if you want, you can tag me, send a picture of your workout, maybe tell me like how well you did, you know, just some thoughts, you know. And yeah, that's gonna go ahead and be it. Before you end this video though, don't forget to like, subscribe. I think I forgot to say that in the beginning. But in any case, hit that notification bell as well, so that we get notified every time I do upload. Now I'm uploading whenever I can, whenever I have time. And then leave it a dislike if you didn't like the video, and tell me why, because then that way it helps me improve the channel, and then helps me improve it for a better viewing experience for you. God, I'm really digging the way the camera looks right now, but that's gonna go ahead and be it. I'll see you when we actually work out.